Welcome to 4 brain cells rubbed together the game, also known as Roblox. This game is very special as it just received an Oculus Quest version with a ton more games receiving VR ports. And as we all know, life is Roblox, so of course I had to check it out. And I did just that, and I wish I didn't.
I'm sure it's not that noticeable.
Roblox VR on paper is such a great idea, but in execution, it's a nightmare. I wanted to see how cursed this game could actually be, so I joined a game named Cleaning Simulator. Because, you know, we don't already have a game for that.
I'm cleaning my kitchen now to cleaning my toilet bowl
And almost immediately after starting the game, I opened the bathroom to witness this.
Dude, someone completely missed the toilet? Someone absolutely destroyed this toilet. Get better aim, I guess?
Already being off to a great start, I decided to enter a building, or try entering a building. That's when I realized that a lot of VR games on Roblox are broken for people who are taller than an 11-year-old. There is no height adjustment on the PC version of Roblox VR, with only some devs implementing it themselves, which means that my head was constantly hitting the roof of this building, causing this black screen to occur. The only way I could get in was through the window, and even that was broken. So I ditched Cleaning Simulator and decided to try a flat screen Roblox game. Now in Roblox VR, you can play normal flat screen games in a third-person view. Now this is really cool, but I quickly realized that playing games which can control your camera is a very bad idea.
That is disorienting.
So again, I ditched this game. That's when I decided to go on a Roblox gaming spree and literally play any Roblox VR game that I saw. There was an arena brawler like Blade and Sorcery, just obviously in Roblox. It was super fun, super broken, and super impressive for a Roblox game. Despite the fact that an enemy got stuck behind a wall.
They're in behind the wall. Come on, can I get it over? Come on, come on, come on. They're stuck behind the wall. It's not fair. We're just doing the same thing. It's so fucking funny.
I still really enjoyed this game and honestly was intrigued in whatever the next game had cooking for me. But instead, I decided to become the cook.
I am the cook.
The next game I entered was called Cook Burgers, which had a native VR mode. The only issue about this game was that nobody in the lobby knew how to make a burger, leaving me to figure it out by myself. This is where I attempted to make a burger.
This is how you cook your burger Amelia, would you like to help Amelia here? So that is the end of my show Thank you for watching
Being completely lost in this game and after ruining the kitchen multiple times.
What, is that a mouse? Get out of here. You know what? I have a better idea. No. You don't get to run away. There you go. Enjoy.
I decided to move on with my journey and onto something a bit more social. Interacting with others in VR is always great, and doing so in Roblox just makes it really funny. So I found a game that was named VR Hands and joined, and it's basically where flat screen and VR players are mixed into one world to mess around with each other. Playing ping pong in VR on Roblox of all games is truly something.
What the fuck? Brother.
That's when I remembered most of the people playing this game are little kids with undeveloped frontal lobes. They didn't know how to play ping pong. They didn't know social norms. They're basically fetuses with a plastic box strapped to their face. But that makes it even better when you fling a defenseless player across the map and imagine a little kid crying. But it was at this point where I just wanted to shoot something, and preferably not myself. That's when I joined Opposer VR, a game about shooting things. Yeah, that's it, but it's surprisingly well done and the guns do have realistic reloading, which is a good surprise. The game also has a ladder climbing system, which is something that not a lot of VR games have, but it broke the second I started climbing anyways. I fell through the floor partially, and that was an experience.
I'm kind of stuck in the ground now. How do I get up?
But other than that, it was smooth sailing. Initially, I had this one follower, but eventually I built a crew and we all danced to SpongeBob.
Let's go! Dance party, yo! No! Don't ruin the dance party.
It felt like I was collecting the infinity stones of people or creating my own crew to get the One Piece, but that came crashing when someone set off a bomb within our headquarters.
Hey, oh my god, that's a nuke? What just happened?
I knew at that moment that the crew would never recover, so I left the game. Now the last game I played isn't actually one that I played. The reason I didn't play it is because it costs money and I stick to my word about never buying Robux, but this game deserves to be talked about, and it's called Edgeworks. This game is basically Boneworks, but it's Roblox. So bone blocks. It costs $5 worth of Robux, and albeit being a little bare bones, it is super impressive for a Roblox game. It has some super impressive physics mechanics and overall just looks like what I would want to see from future Roblox VR games. But if you haven't noticed already, Roblox VR is not perfect. Okay, that's actually being generous. It's not good. There are many issues that the game faces. For starters, there are no menus on the PC version. I have to take off my headset, go to my PC, find the game I want to play, press play, and then put my headset back on. Or how about constantly glitching into the environment, which is probably a mix between developer issues and Roblox itself. Not a single game I played worked as intended, even for Roblox standards. And the thing is that I don't blame the developers for this, as Roblox VR is still really in its infancy. On top of that though, if you're playing on an Oculus Quest 2, be prepared to not play many games, as not many are supported for the headset for being too weak of a system. And the visual quality on the Quest 2 is quite poor. Now, the Quest version of Roblox is in beta, but I can't see the quality improving all too greatly in the future, as it is still constrained to Quest 2 hardware, which is quite dated. Now, in no way will I ever recommend a Quest player to play Roblox on their headsets. It feels like Roblox did quite a poor job even for a beta, as this feels more like very early testing and something that in my opinion shouldn't be public yet. I'd say wait a few months to see how Roblox and Quest is improved and maybe give it a shot then, but for now it's a definite no. And now that my Roblox journey has come to an end, I have realized how cursed this game truly is in VR, but also the future that is possible. If the timeline that we are in permits it, then I do believe that Roblox VR can become a pretty good VR game due to the potential that the engine and the thousands of developers have. But for now, Roblox VR is quite broken and overall just doesn't feel like what a true VR game really is. Until Roblox VR becomes a more viable option of a game to play, Rec Room will probably be the game to fill that void for me and many others.